Let me ask you something real quick. Why does success feel so hard for you? You watch motivational videos. You make plans. You promise yourself, from tomorrow, I'll change. And then tomorrow comes. And nothing changes. You procrastinate. You feel tired for no reason. Your focus is gone. And slowly, you start thinking maybe something is wrong with you. But listen carefully. There is nothing wrong with you. Success feels hard not because you're lazy, but because you're relying on motivation instead of systems. Motivation is emotional. Systems are automatic. Successful people don't wake up every day feeling motivated. They wake up inside systems that push them forward even on bad days. Today, I'll show you the 5 systems that make success inevitable. Not overnight success. Check messages. Check notifications. And before they even leave the bed, their brain is flooded with dopamine. Here's the problem. Your brain is like a battery. When you wake up, it's full. But scrolling drains it fast. That's why you feel lazy all day. That's why studying feels painful. That's why focus disappears. So the first system is simple. A low dopamine morning system. No phone for the first 30 minutes. Not forever. Just 30 minutes. Instead, do 3 things. Wake up. Drink water. Expose your eyes to light. That's it. Science shows morning light resets your circadian rhythm. It increases cortisol in a healthy way. That cortisol gives you energy and alertness. Not stress. Energy. Then move your body for just 5 minutes. Stretch. Walk. Push-ups. Anything. Movement tells your brain, we're active today. You don't need a perfect morning routine. You need a repeatable one. Even on bad days. Especially on bad days. Because once your morning wins, your day becomes easier. Now here's the transition nobody talks about. Most students start the day okay, and then crash by afternoon. That's where System 2 comes in. The focus protection system. Your focus is not weak. It's under attack. Notifications. Group chats. Short videos. Constant switching. Every time you switch tasks, your brain pays a tax. And after enough switching, your brain says, I'm done. So instead of trying to focus harder, you protect focus. Here's how. You study in time blocks, not motivation blocks. Set a timer for 25 minutes. One task. One subject. No multitasking. Phone in another room. Not on silent. Not face down. Another room. This is not about discipline. This is about psychology. When the phone is visible, part of your brain stays alert. When it's gone, your brain relaxes. After 25 minutes, stop. Take a 5-minute break. Stand up. Move. Look away from screens. Then repeat. This works because your brain loves clear starts and clear ends. It hates endless work. And here's something important. If you only manage one focused block today, you still win. Progress beats perfection. Now let's talk about the real enemy. Procrastination. Most people think procrastination is laziness. It's not. Procrastination is emotional avoidance. You avoid studying because it feels overwhelming. You avoid starting because you're afraid of doing it wrong. You avoid tasks because your brain wants comfort. So System 3 is the anti-procrastination system. And it starts with one rule. Never plan big tasks. Only plan the first tiny action. Not study biology. Open the book. Not write the assignment. Open the document. Not fix my life. Make your bed. Your brain fears big things, but it ignores small ones. Once you start, momentum takes over. There's a psychological effect called the Zeigarnik effect. Your brain wants to finish what it starts. So starting is the hardest part. Here's a real example. A student tells himself, I'll study after dinner. Dinner ends. He feels tired. He scrolls. But if he said, after dinner, I'll read 1 page, he usually ends up reading 10. You don't need motivation. You need friction reduction. Make good habits easy. Make bad habits harder. Which leads perfectly into System 4, the environment design system. Your environment is stronger than your willpower. If your phone is next to you, you'll use it. If junk food is visible, you'll eat it. If your desk is messy, your mind feels messy. So stop blaming yourself. Change the environment. Study in the same place every day. Same chair. Same desk. Your brain associates that place with focus. Keep only study materials on your desk. Nothing else. At night, charge your phone away from your bed. Buy a cheap alarm clock if needed. These small changes remove daily battles. And here's the truth. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Now let's talk about burnout. Because this one hits deep. You feel tired even after sleeping. You feel unmotivated even when you care. You feel guilty for resting. That's not laziness. That's burnout. So System 5 is the recovery and mindset system. Most students think success means pushing nonstop. But the brain doesn't work that way. Your brain improves during rest, not during work. So you schedule recovery like work. Sleep is non-negotiable. 7 to 8 hours. Not scrolling in bed. Real sleep. Then daily mental recovery. 10 minutes of silence. No phone. No music. Just breathing. This calms your nervous system. It lowers stress hormones. It improves focus. And finally, mindset. Stop talking to yourself like an enemy. If you mess up one day, don't say, "I'm useless." Say, "I'm learning." Self-talk shapes behavior. Students who succeed don't feel confident all the time. They just don't quit on themselves. Let me say something important. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're just building systems for the first time. And systems take time. Some days you'll fail. Some days you'll feel stuck. But if you keep these 5 systems, success becomes inevitable. Not because you're special, but because the process works. You wake up with energy. You protect your focus. You start small. You design your environment. You recover properly. That's it. No secret hacks. No fake motivation. Just systems. If this video helped you even a little, hit like. If you want more videos that actually help students improve, subscribe. And share this with someone who feels lost right now. Because sometimes, one system is all it takes to change a life. I believe in you. Now build the systems.